One of the most requested features for Batocera has been the ability to install Windows games. Indeed, no gaming platform or gaming operating system would be complete without the possibility to play our beloved Windows games. With Batocera version 29, this finally became a reality, much to the joy of many Batocera fans. With the Batocera version 30, Windows gaming only became easier and better. It was back in March of 2021 when I created my first Windows installation tutorial for Batocera. Little did I know back then that it would become my most popular video to date within the Batocera Nation channel. Since then, I have been repeatedly asked by subscribers how to install Windows games if you don't have a setup installation file. In fact, many have tried and have become stuck in the process with no obvious solution in sight. Consequently, I have decided to create a sequel tutorial for Windows gaming. Get ready to play some more Windows games in Batocera. Let's do it! Greetings everyone and welcome to Batocera Nation. So for today we're going to look at how to install Windows games in Batocera. In fact, this is actually part 2 because in part 1, which I did back in March of 2021, I talked about how to install Windows games if you have a setup file. And it turns out that video was really popular video on my channel as of May of 2021. Go figure. People want to play Windows games in Batocera. So today we're going to look at how to install Windows games if you don't have a setup file. Okay, so here, for example, I've got 5 games, okay, in my portable hard drive, which we're going to try to install in Batocera. Okay, all these games are self-contained. In other words, you don't really need anything else to get these games up and running. And the way to test that is if you can take a game folder and you take that to another computer, and if it runs, then it means that it's self-contained. It doesn't need anything extra. Okay, so if it doesn't need anything extra to run, then it should be able to hopefully successfully install in Batocera. It's going to be a hit and miss because not all games will be able to successfully install in Batocera. But we're going to try with these right here. Okay, so go ahead and copy your game folders into a portable hard drive and then hook that up to Batocera and then load up Batocera. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so we are in Batocera. Let's go ahead and press F1 on the keyboard. Okay, there's my portable drive. And I've got my games in this Windows folder. All right, we're going to copy all these into ROMs and then go all the way to the Windows, okay, right here. We're not going to copy it here. This is only if you have a setup file. Since we don't, we're going to copy it right here, okay? So I'll copy everything and then I'll resume the tutorial. Okie dokie, so everything has been copied into the Windows folder. And the first thing we need to do, we need to rename these folders, okay? According to this, the extension for this folder have to be one of these right here, okay? So let's go ahead and it's rename PC. 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 This one here is a bonus. And this one. All right, now go ahead and close it and press start, game settings, update games list. Okay, we should have a Windows folder in here. There it is. All right, so there we have the games. Okay, let's start off with Duke Manhattan Project. It's one of the older Windows games out there. Okay, you're going to see this every single time you install a Windows game. It's not an error. everything should be working properly. Okay, so then we got into this. Okay, I suspect that those who have tried to install Windows games are stuck here. You don't know what to do. Now, let's go into the root folder right here. If you want to test a game whether it's going to work or not, then ideally you should do this. Okay, if it works here, then it's going to work within Batocera. If it doesn't work here, then it's not going to work in Batocera. So I went to my root folder. I went to the user data ROMs, Windows. Let's go into Duke Manhattan Project. All right, this one. And let's go ahead and double click that. Okay, and load it up. So again, if it loads up here, then you pretty much know it's going to load up in Batocera. If it doesn't load up here, then it's not going to load up in Batocera. All right. Now, to get out of this, go ahead and press Alt F4. All right. Now we can go ahead and press F1. Escape, F1. All right. Let's go into the ROMs folder again. Let's go. All right. Let's go back over here. All right. So what we need to do here is create a file. It's a simple file. It's the same for all the Windows folder games. Create new empty file. So again, so right click on the empty space, empty file. Okay. Now I call this auto run.cmd, auto run command. Okay. Has to be that same name every single time without exception. Otherwise, it won't work. This tells Batocera, hey, look here, this file, and then load up whatever's inside. Okay. All right. So then we'll look for, let's go ahead and look at a detailed list. So then we'll look for the executable file, okay, or the runtime file. Okay. And there it is, right there. Okay. Right click on it, rename it, pretend you're going to rename it, select everything. Because all this is case sensitive, so it has to be exactly the way it's here. Okay. Cancel. Now we can go into our auto run file here. Go here. And then type this command, cmd capitalized, equals, and the name, okay? In this case, it's Control V, and that's it. That's all you got to do. So whatever the name is, you put it right here in this command, right? And then save it, and quit, all right? Let's go ahead and test it out. We don't need to update the games list. Okay, go into Duke Manhattan Project, go ahead and click on it. It should work. And there it is.
Easy. Norfolk's gonna afford a few light bulbs.
And that's it. Try to exit the game using the menu system from within the Windows game. You can also press hotkey and the start button to also get out as well. All right. So same process. Go to the next one. Same message you get in the screen. It does it really quickly. It's amazing. All right. Alt F4. Let's go ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and do for all of them. All right, Alt F4. All right, Alt F4. Alt F4. And one more to go. And crash. I remember this in Batocera 29, version 29, it was a lot slower. It's much faster now. And the process is much easier as well. Okay, let's go ahead and press Escape, F1. Let's go into the Windows folder. All right. Let's go ahead. We did this one already. Let's go ahead and just copy it. Much easier than creating a new file. All right. Paste it. Right. I can see here the executable file is this one right here. So I'll go ahead and rename it. Select it all. Control C to copy. Cancel. Go here and delete this. Control V. Save it. Quit. All right. Go ahead and go and copy this one. Let's go put it on this one. Paste it. Okay, look for that. Here it is. That's the executable file. Go ahead and rename it. Select everything. Control C. Cancel. Go in here. And Control V, and we're good to go. Save. Quit. Go ahead and copy it again. Put it in another folder. Sonic Mania. Paste it. Sonic Mania. Okay, so this is the executable file. Go ahead and select that. Rename it. Select it all. Control C. Cancel. Auto run. All right. So here we have a different case. Okay, we have a space here. We have two words, Sonic Mania. So when you have two or more words, you're going to have to put some quotes before the title and after the title of the game. Okay, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so remember that. It's a very important step. Save it. And we're good to go. All right, let's go up. Star Wars Squadron. Let's go ahead and copy that. Okay, between these two, I think it's this one. Go ahead and rename it. Cancel. Auto run. And Control V. Save. Quit. I think we got one more to go. This one, last one. Okay, paste it. And where's the executable file? There it is, right there. Rename. Control C, cancel, go in here. All right. Control V. All right. We are good to go. Save. Quit. All right. Let's try everything out. All right. Go back in here. So we did this one already. Let's go on this one. Okay, load it up. right, that's enough of that. Okay, that worked really well. Let's go to the next one. Okay, there I press the hotkey and the start button, and that should exit the game. All right, it took a while. All right, let's skip this one. Let's go into this one. Load it up. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know I like space shooters. I grew up with Star Wars, so I love space shooters. Okay, so we got all those to work. Now let's go to Crash. This is one of the more modern games here. Let's see how well it does with this one. Okay, you got that screen like that. If you do that, press Alt-Enter. You go into full screen. You only gotta do it once.
Activision presents a smashing blast from the past. Developed by vicarious visions. It's Crash Bandicoot! It's Crash Bandicoot!
But, Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined...
Okay, you can see that everything's loading up quite well. And in fact, I didn't have to set up the controller for anything. But we do need to set the controller for this one because it's an older game. Let's go into game options. Let's go into advanced game option. Oh, create pad to keyboard configuration. So I know this one has to have an escape button to get to the main menu. So, well, right here. So we'll use this one for the select button. We'll use the escape. And press A, and that's it. Let's go ahead and save. Again, you can mess around with this, okay? If you have a game that has different buttons, you can set it to the controller. It's wonderful. I love this. Okay? All right. Save. Let's go into Star Wars Squadrons. Okay, so I got this game right on my Steam folder in Windows, and I decided to copy it to see what would happen. All right? So, let's give it a shot. It appears to be loading up. And unfortunately, it did not work. Okay, so that's a perfect example of a game that appears to be loading up at first, but it just will not work. Not every game that you have in Windows is going to work in Batocera, mainly because it's not compatible with Wine. As Batocera progresses and matures, more and more games will be compatible with Batocera. In fact, this game, at first it wasn't even compatible with Wine, but now I know it is compatible with Wine. Let me go ahead and show you. Okay, as you can see, according to the Proton database, Star Wars Squadrons does run within Proton. For those who don't know, Proton is a subset of Wine. And for those who don't know what Wine is a piece of software that allows Windows games, Windows software, to run within Linux. Okay, Proton was developed by Valve, which are people behind Steam. So again, according to this is running, at least single play mode is running well. Okay. Furthermore, for the next version of Batocera, version 31, which should be coming out within a month or two, so you can see there that for version 31, Proton will be upgraded to 6.3 within Batocera, and this piece of software will also be upgraded to 2.3. So it looks like, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like that for Batocera version 31, Star Wars Squadrons will be able to run in Batocera. Hopefully. I'm really hoping for that. All right, so let's go ahead and proceed with our tutorial. All right, so that is a wrap. Remember, you're not going to be able to successfully install all your Windows games within Batocera because it's a hit and miss. So there's some Windows games which are not compatible with Batocera because it's not compatible with Wine. However, as Batocera matures and continues to improve, more and more Windows games will be successfully be able to be installed in Batocera. Okay? So, again, that's a wrap. So if you like this video, please go ahead and like it. That will really help me out. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. We got a lot more video tutorials coming up real soon. And in fact, my very next video tutorial is going to be how to install DOS games within Batocera. So that's next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Batocera Nation. Bye.